And then he said, Khurujul Malhama Fathul Constantiniya. That when the Great War takes place, it will lead to the conquest of Constantinople. Fathul Constantiniya Khurujul Dajjal, said the Prophet ﷺ. So it is only after Constantinople has been conquered by the Muslims, which is still to come, which will bring an end to NATO control over the city. And once NATO control over Constantinople is gone, then the Bosphorus will be open for the Russian Navy to pass through and enter into the Mediterranean. It is only then that Dajjal will have his khuruj. I mean, only now will Dajjal will appear in human form. Only now will you see him ruling over the state of Israel. And when he rules over the state of Israel, one of the last things he's going to do is to attack Medina. And the Israeli armed forces are going to land outside of Medina with Dajjal. But the angels are going to bar him from entering Medina. And then Medina is going to shake 3 times. 3 times. I don't know what the Islamic University of Medina is going to do on that day. Medina is going to shake 3 times. And every kafir and every munafiq, kafir, a disbeliever, munafiq, a hypocrite, will be thrown out. And they will join Dajjal. And since he is not allowed to enter Medina, he'll diverted to Damascus. And then all 3 will be in Damascus. All 3. The 3 most important actors in Akhiru Zaman, all 3 will be in Damascus at the same time. Imam al-Mahdi will be there. Dajjal will be there. And Dajjal is outside the masjid and the Imam is inside the masjid. And the confrontation is about to take place. And history repeats itself. In the same way that we were approaching the water, fleeing with Moses alayhi salam. And the army of Fir'aun was approaching behind. And the confrontation is about to take place. And some of us are in a state of despair. At that last moment, Allah says to Musa alayhi salam, strike the water with your rod. And the water parted. وَإِذْ فَرَقْنَا بِكُمُ الْبَحْرِ. And we parted the water for you. فَأَنْجَيْنَاكُمْ. And we delivered you to safety. وَأَغْرَقْنَا آلَ فِرْعَوْنَ وَأَنْتُمْ تَنْظُرُونَ. And we destroyed Pharaoh and his army, and it happened before your very eyes. Similarly, history repeats itself. That Imam al-Mahdi is inside the masjid and Dajjal is outside, waiting for the confrontation. And at that very last moment, Allah sends Nabi Isa alayhi salam back. And he comes down into the masjid. And the Imam sees him and says, this is the son of Mary. The way John the Baptist said, here he is, this is the man you've been waiting for, this is the Messiah. History repeats itself. Nabi Isa alayhi salam is invited. You lead the prayer. He said, no, you've been appointed the Imam, you lead the prayer. So the Imam leads the prayer, the Salat. And he prays with us Muslims the way we pray. Bowing down, prostrating, that the head will touch the dust of the earth in worship. And after the Salat is over, he says, open the gates because the masjid is barricaded. And as he steps out, Dajjal will see him, and Dajjal out of fear will melt the way salt melts in water. and he'll flee. So today you are stamping your bloody feet in the Holy Land, putting up walls of apartheid, looking down upon us as cockroaches. We're not human, we are subhuman. You are the chosen people. Heaven is reserved for you. Not all Jews are like that. No, not all Jews are like that. There are Jews who will stand with us in a common fight against oppression. And those Jews are welcome to come and live with us in our Muslim villages. But the other Jew, who is an oppressor, on that day you will be running. And Nabi Isa alayhi salam will pursue him and overtake him at a place called Lud and kill him. And after that, Gog and Magog will be destroyed by Allah. And that is an important subject to study of Akhirul Zaman, Gog and Magog. And I have a book on the subject outside. And then a Muslim army will liberate the Holy Land. A Muslim army will liberate the Holy Land. And truth will triumph over falsehood.